everyone. You're watching Pitch Battle. I'm your host, Indranil. Finally, we won against Afghanistan. I mean, it was always on the expected line, but what was not on the expected line is the form of these two gentlemen. Yes, we are talking about Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. I mean, just turn the clock a little bit. 2020, 2023 World Cup at home. Both are batting beautifully. Every game they were winning. Rohit Sharma was winning the match in first 10 overs, and then Virat Kohli took over, completed his 100, scoring hundreds one after the other. What a joy ride they had. But this time, 4 matches on, they are not able to find their feet. What's wrong with them? Is it time to say goodbye to the T20 cricket? I happen to speak to a few of the cricketers, and they are of the opinion that Rohit can go, Virat can stay. Then others are saying uh, Virat can go, Rohit can stay. And who will go, who will stay, what will happen? Let's find out from our expert Avinash and Shakya joining us. Gentlemen, Shakya, welcome. Gentlemen, welcome. I mean, of course, Avinash. I want to know, Avinash, what's happening? Who's going to go? Who's going to stay? Where are the youngsters? I mean, of course, some people, I was talking to a few top cricketers, and they said, well, if he scores in a semi-final game, what do you do? I said, of course, there'll be flashes of brilliance once in a while, but that consistency, that the way they are playing, T20 has changed so much, so much. You know, you can't play a dot ball. You can't play anything all along the ground. You have to play those lofted drives, play those uppish drives. And that's what T20 cricket is all about. Once you go to the field, you can realize. Avinash, your thoughts?
Definitely, Dada. And this is what we were discussing back then when the team was announced. I mean, everybody had the similar thoughts because it was pretty evident that Virat and Rohit are going to open the innings, and they are. I mean, looking at the kind of performances they have had in the past in the T20Is or in the T20s, IPL, if we can talk about, they look like similar kind of a batter. And I mean, who take their time. Kohli is more of an accumulator, aggregator. He takes his time, plays those grounded shots, while Rohit Sharma, we all know his template. He takes his time, settles down, and then he explodes after facing, say, about 20, 25 deliveries. But cricket, as we all have seen in the IPL as well, it's evolved a lot. And you cannot waste 20, 25 balls. In fact, yesterday, the match between West Indies and England, the West Indians ended up eating around 40 odd dot balls. And that was their peril. And one of the reasons they lost the match was because of the amount of dot balls they conceded, they played. So obviously, a serious thinking needs to be done between these two, because nobody can come up and tell them or preach them. I think the word could be plead, not preach, for these two gentlemen. And of course, post the T20 World Cup, whatever may be the outcome, whether India end up winning it or once again failing to cross the finish line, or the story repeats from 2016, 2022, that we end up as the semi-finalists, whatever is in store for us. But I certainly, for sure, do not see Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma playing for India in the T20I side after this tournament.
Avinash, feature is coming. Gautam Gambhir is joining the team very soon. So
let's hope the preacher, the teacher, the headmaster, taskmaster, whatever we might call him, definitely things are going to change. And what we hear is that he will be joining the side only in the month of August. So the West Indies, the Zimbabwe tour that we are going to tour right after the World Cup is where a lot of fringe players and youngsters are going to be tried and tested. VVS Lakshman, the NCA head, is going to be the head coach on that tour.
Well, we don't know that. I mean, let's announce it. I mean, I'm not sure about how things work there, but of course, when you start with the Finch players, and probably West Indies, Avinash could be a good sort of starting point for Gautam Gambhir. Get to know the Finch players. You already know the Rohit Sharmas and the Virat Kohlis. But 24 runs out of 24 deliveries. The wicket wasn't that difficult to bat. Shakya, I thought it eased out a little later on, but your thoughts, Virat Kohli, the way, and I remember one particular shot. It was a half volley, juicy half volley. He just played a proper cricket shot. But proper cricket shot is not required here. You have to hit the ball. At least when you get a scoring, a bad ball, you dispatch it for a boundary. Your thoughts, Shakya?
Yeah, it's what both these two batters are going through in this tournament is unusual. It was
Yeah.
not unexpected. It was not unexpected because they had spent time outside the T20 side. Virat Kohli has been doing well in the IPL. You can't say that about Rohit Sharma. But at the we have to look at both ways. Maybe it's not a bad thing that Rohit Sharma got out early. I mean, if you're not making runs, don't waste deliveries, which is what we can say in the case of Rohit Sharma. In the case of Virat Kohli, he needed to hang in there. He needed to hang in there. Maybe it was required to hang in there. We were fortunate that Suryakumar Yadav
Yes.
and then Hardik Pandya, and then before that, Rishabh Pant. Rishabh Pant played a big role in changing the momentum of the game yesterday. I think the Afghan bowlers had the wood over us to begin
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, it's not looking good for either of these two players. It should not. Their ages, one is 37, the other is 36. And you know, T20 is that one format where there is a lot of talent coming through in India, and we need to. This is probably their last dance, as we might call it. But yesterday, I felt in yesterday's match, I think Afghanistan missed a trick. I think that I would call it maybe the inexperience of Rashid Khan's captaincy. They should have given an extra over to Fazal Haq Farooqi in the power play. Because, you know, if Fazal Haq Farooqi he was bowling well, if he had managed to get, you know, in his second over, he got Rohit Sharma out. He would have given one more over. I wouldn't have been surprised if he got either Pant or Kohli out in his third over, and that would have made a big difference in the game. So a little bit of inexperience from Afghanistan in the captaincy as well. But you know, kudos to the likes of Suryakumar Yadav, Rishabh Pant, Hardik Pandya for changing the momentum of the contest and, you know, bailing us out. We were 15-20 runs more than what we needed on that surface.
But you know, talking about Virat and Rohit Sharma, that's our talking point today. In fact, uh, just imagine if, you know, I mean, they are not scoring, these two guys. We haven't seen uh, Hardik also not getting those big ones. Rishabh also got in patches. So once all these guys would come good, how will it look? I mean, I'm just wondering. Do we have a chance in those knockout games? These guys are not scoring. They'll score in matches which will matter the most. How do you see that, Avinash, panning out for us?
Definitely, it will be a concern because what we have seen, as you rightly mentioned about the ODI World Cup last year, Virat and Rohit were Rohit was setting the momentum and template for the way the batters in the middle order need to approach, and Virat was capitalizing on it, and then there were others who were finishing it. So it was a perfect balance of the batting as far as the batting is concerned, and that is the reason why we ended up in the finals, and the very reason we didn't win or post the big runs in the finals was we didn't follow the template that we were following in the previous matches. So definitely going forward, especially in the match against Australia, and if we qualify for the knockout stages where we are either supposed to play England, West Indies, or South Africa, these teams are not going to give you a lot many leeways like what Afghanistan have done, or the Pakistani or the US side has done. So definitely you will have to bank upon your most trusted warriors, and if these warriors are not being able to perform, then it is definitely going to be a nightmare for India. God forbid if the middle order, which is clicking, and obviously law of averages catches up sometime. So when
Yeah,
the middle order will not be able to perform, then you will be nowhere.
we will be nowhere. That's true. But Pant and Hardik are the only two potential batters I can see, because I missed out on these two names: Rohit, Virat, then of course Shivam Dube and Jadeja. These four guys are not coming to the party. But if Hardik and Rishabh would play to their potential, how would it look, Shakya? It looks so. I mean, it'll be such a glorious thing for India, isn't it? I mean, the only word which comes to my mind if Hardik and Rishabh are scoring is that word called glory. We'll be glorified.
I feel Rishabh is a man on a mission from whatever I've seen in this tournament. I know he's not made a 50 so far, and I don't
Yeah,
think that matters. But that doesn't matter. Every one of his matches, whether it's his innings against Pakistan or whatever he did yesterday, it was not a very high scoring innings, but it changed. It definitely took the Afghan bowlers off their rhythm yesterday. And I think, I believe Rishabh is a man on a mission. Hardik also has a lot to prove. Especially after his not very happy captaincy stint with Mumbai Indians.
yes,
but
yes.
He's a game changer. He's an absolute game changer. And Suryakumar Yadav is always there. Suryakumar Yadav has been.
I hope he's always there because he's a very good team against weaker side, but he's never a big player against bigger side. And I mean, we'll see that.
But Suryakumar Yadav in T20 cricket has that a range of shots. For all kinds of bowlers, for all kinds of deliveries. One of the reasons why I have been a big fan of Suryakumar Yadav, even before he played for India, I felt he would have been a very good fit in limited overs cricket. He didn't do it in ODIs, but in T20s, he comes to the party. Now what will happen is, if these people, especially Suryakumar Yadav, I'm not talking about Rohit, Virat, Rishabh Pant is a big match player, no question about it. But if these guys have that temperament to perform in a semi-final, in a crunch match, because in the case of, say, a Suryakumar Yadav, we saw what has happened to him in 2 crunch matches, in the semi-final of the T20 World Cup and the final of the ODI World Cup. Are they big match? Do they have that big match temperament? We have not seen that. So still, yesterday was an important victory because Afghanistan, I felt, would have been the biggest challenge in our way before going through to the knockouts. But even then, I wouldn't say Bangladesh will be an easy match either. I think we need to win that match against Bangladesh as well. But looking at the way the tournament is setting up, it's tough. I mean, India will have to be at its best to win this. There are lots of teams that can win the World Cup. So I won't say
absolutely, and to do that good work. Yeah, and to do that good work, we need solid foundation, and hence the opening has to be good. That's the only way. But Avinash, yesterday I thought Bumrah will again get a man of the match award. The way he bowled, he's just batting. I mean, whatever he's releasing, it's turning out to be gold. I mean, turning out to be every time, every delivery. I mean, there is some. I mean, he's right down the best in the world, and every time we see him, unbelievable stuff. Really, I haven't seen any Indian fast bowler creating such impact in world cricket, putting that fear of God inside the opponent batting side, and which is an amazing thing. We had match winners. We had Harbhajan Singh, Anil Kumble in form of spinners. We had Zahir Khan was again. We had Ashish Nehras, but this Bumrah we had Kapil Dev also. We've seen bits and pieces Kapil Dev towards the fag end of his career, but this man is simply next level. Even Wasim Akram is going gaga about Bumrah. We see him talking, commenting on the game, and Bumrah is just next level. What has he done to himself? I mean, kya kha ke aata hai ground mein? That's what my basic question.
Absolutely. I mean, he's been a biggest match winner, and he's not made of the same kind of stuff which others are made of. That's for definitely there. बिल्कुल कल वो मिल सकता था player of the match had it not been for that 190 plus strike rate innings from Suryakumar Yadav, and he ensured that Indian team had the momentum at the end of the innings. So kudos to Suryakumar Yadav. But matches are won by batters. But if you wish to win a tournament, definitely you'll need the support of the bowlers, and your bowlers are going to win you the tournament. And this is what Bumrah is doing. We saw in the ODI World Cup what Mohammad Shami, Jasprit Bumrah, Kuldeep Yadav, I mean, they were the men on mission. And Similarly, here again, just like Shakya mentioned, if Rishabh Pant is a man on mission, so does Jasprit
Jasprit
Bumrah.
Bumrah.
Because
Yeah,
let's be very
absolutely.
honest, because uh, he has been the match winner for India right from the start. But he's played three T20I World Cups, two ODI World Cups, but there's not been a single trophy in his cabinet. And an ICC Champions Trophy as well. So definitely he must also be very inclined to go and end up winning and lifting a trophy. So Jasprit Bumrah is also just like Rishabh Pant, a man on mission. He is also there is a hunger not just to pick wickets to just look the batters very diminutive in front of him, and also help India lift that coveted trophy, because it's been almost 8 years since Jasprit Bumrah entered into the international circuit, and we've already always knew what kind of a player he's going to be. I mean, we knew there were glimpses of him, but obviously he just surpassed everybody else and became not just a legend for Indian cricket, but in
Absolutely.
fact the
True,
world over.
true. And that's why, the way he's bowling, it's now or never for Jasprit Bumrah, Virat Kohli's, and Rohit Sharma's. In fact, they have been part of different teams. I mean, Kohli was part of 2011 50 over World Cup winning team. Uh, Rohit was also part of 2007 inaugural T20 World Cup team. But somehow, which is good also, Kuldeep Yadav walking back into the team and in place of Shiraj, and at least you have a match winner. Because our approach, Shakya, has been uh, be safe. I mean, be safe. Don't go for runs. Don't go for wickets. I mean, our approach has not been absolutely spot on like the Australian bowlers. We don't go for wickets as much as we are. Our main mission in a T20 game is to save runs. But when you have attacking bowlers like Bumrah's and Kuldeep, we can expect some miracle this time, because we have to get out of that feel good, that comfort level, comfort zone of just saving runs, 4 overs, 30 runs, I bowled well. No, it's not going to work. How many wickets you have taken? That culture probably, and the way Bumrah is bowling, I think that culture will sort of take Indian cricket forward in days to come.
No, your point about Australia is correct, and you're talking about playing safe. But the question here is that Australia has an advantage in that their two premier bowlers are
Mm,
also reasonably good batters.
mm.
I'm talking about Mitchell Starc and Patrick Cummins. Now,
Yes.
India does not have that luxury.
Mm,
Therefore, they're having to play Akshar Patel and Ravindra Jadeja together. Now, that
mm.
obviously means that they cannot play another specialist bowler, be it Siraj or be it
Yeah.
Chahal. They've played Kuldeep. Now, how does that change? I don't know, because you need that batting depth. Australia has that batting depth. Now, you can't help it. I mean, if it's their Australia's luck, it's Australia's talent. When they were a dominant side in the past, even they used to have Brett Lee. Brett Lee used to be a really good batter, used to be a decent batter down the order. Shane Warne used to be a decent batter down the order. India has not had that quality of players, Ravichandran Ashwin, but Ravichandran Ashwin does not play limited overs cricket very much. So therefore, they're
Yeah.
having to play Akshar Patel. Uh, can you do without? Can you do without Akshar Patel and Jadeja? I don't think so. I think you need. I think you need that extra batting cover at number 8. I would love to see an extra more attacking option there, but if your batting ends at number 7, that
Mm.
is a little bit of a that's on these kind of pitches not very good. And even England has got their bowlers can bat down the order. The bowlers are better batters compared to what Indians have. So there
But
is
it's
that
it's it's
risk
about
is always
culture
there.
actually. It's
That
about a
risk is
culture.
always there.
Yeah, risk is always there, but we are starting to believe in that culture. Avinash, this man called Varun Chakraborty, he's plays for KKR, and it was made clear to him at the very onset that you're a good bowler, you have to bat well also. So if you're a good batter, you have to bowl well also, that kind of thing. But I think Rohit and Virat are the last of the Mohicans because this game is so all-rounder tilted, as Shakya was saying. Even Arshdeep was very lucky with the wicket-taking ability. I think he's a man with a golden arm, the way he takes. Yes, last match he took 4, this match 3. So he's a little expensive, touch expensive, but then my first over went for 30 odd runs or something. But Ashdeep also needs to bat. And I mean, we have already talking about it within the team. How long do you think it'll take us to go there to reach that level where all our batters are doing well? Also, I mean, the bowlers are also batting well and batters are bowling. That sort of culture.
It will take time, Dada. It's not easy. I mean, the
Mm.
primary job, if you look at the domestic circuit, what's the primary job of a batter or a bowler? I mean, just look at the way things are in Indian cricket as of now. Batters are not bowling. So why should a bowler be taking an extra, making the extra effort of batting? I mean, his frontline job is to bowl. He's not an all-rounder. I mean, if he's an all-rounder, it's okay. And generally, you cannot expect. I mean, the culture is not there in Indian cricket, in the domestic circuit or in the grassroots level. You will
Yeah.
have to inculcate that culture. I mean, it might again take a time of say like another 5 to 8 years to bring in that feeling into the players or the young and budding players that they should also take their batting or other aspects of the game seriously. They should be good
Mm.
fielders. Then they should be good throwers, whether they are in the 30-yard circle or near the boundary ropes. Everything. I mean, gradually, I think IPL will have to play a bigger role in this department because players generally nowadays are thinking whether okay, this is going to help me get a better IPL contract if I have a certain batting also figures associated or alongside my bowling numbers. So definitely that is where the culture needs to shift, and it will take some time. But you cannot just ask Varun Chakravarti, who's a brilliant bowler, to just come and bowl because
So
Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, they are not rolling their arms.
they have been told. I mean, Barun has been
Yeah,
told like that.
yeah, we've
But
heard it.
thing is, impact rules, whatever impact rule they have, impact player rule, they will have to sort of get rid of that probably
No,
for us to get
Sunil, if
more
I
all
might come
rounders.
in,
Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
if I might come in, if you look at Australia or if you looked at maybe
Ah.
the England side at some point of time, if you look at Brett or Mitchell Johnson or Stark and Cummins, they did not get into the team because of their ability to bat. They got into the team primarily as bowlers. Now,
Okay.
their
All right.
ability to bat
Yes.
is an additional thing.
So the story is very simple. If you want an ICC tournament, you need good all-rounders. You've seen it in 1983. We have seen it in 2007. We have seen it in 2011. Without all-rounder, we don't have a standing anywhere really. And on that note, thanks Avinash and Shakya for coming and throwing light. And hopefully, we'll see some all-round abilities helping our team to go all the way and win this trophy, the ongoing T20 World Cup. Thanks for watching and keep enjoying cricket. Thanks.